All right, hello everyone. I'm Greg Jensen with Distinguished Billiards, and I'm here today interviewing Scott Smith. Scott wants to tell us about his products, his cues that he's making over there at Scott's Custom Cues, and let you know all the information. So, Scott, why don't you take it away? Take him for a ride.
Thank you. Um, First of all, I started this business about close to 4 years ago. I have been building cues because, well, first of all, one of my favorite cue makers has passed on, and I decided that it was something that I really wanted to get into. There are a few things that we need to discuss about the cost and the reasons behind the cost of building a custom cue. In the last 3 years, I have watched the prices of my materials, wood, clears, even the price of tips has increased to the point to where the price of a custom cue is $600 on up. And $600 is a bare minimum for any cue to be made. I have approximately 50, 60 hours into each cue that I make. My material cost is ranging from a bare minimum of $250 on up, depending on the wood and the decorations you want to put into it. I'm not capable yet of doing inlay work. It's a $20,000 machine to start doing that. So in the future, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, let me first start talking about shafts, the different cost of shafts, and the different reasons for them. Usually when you get a custom cue, it comes with a maple shaft. A maple shaft is fairly inexpensive to build, but still time consuming. Start out with a 1-inch dowel. By the time I'm done, I probably have a good 10 to 15 hours into building just a shaft. Then you get into your carbon fiber shafts. Your carbon fiber shafts are, on today's market, they're starting at $400 on up. Yes, there are some makers out there that you can get a fairly less expensive than that. But if you're looking for a Predator shaft or a Q-Tech or et cetera, you're looking at $400 plus into the shafts. The next shaft I want to talk about is a Killwood shaft. Killwood shaft is what they call torrefied maple. Torrefied maple is nothing more than this maple shaft put into an oven. All the oxygen is removed from the oven, and they turn the temperature up to 600 degrees. This removes all the moisture out of the maple shaft and also turns it to that nice chocolate color. It also helps strengthen that maple shaft, which gives you a lower deflection hit and a better feel, in my opinion. The next shaft I want to talk to you about, and this is a combination of carbon fiber and Killwood. These are made by a friend of mine in Spokane, Scott Griccio, and they are my favorite of my playing shafts. I can order those custom made for you. He does some incredible work with them. Now let's start talking about what it takes to build a cue. First of all, this takes two different, well, depending on how much you want to get into it. It starts out with a wood core. Sometimes it's maple. Depending on weight and what you expect in feel and hit out of your cue, Maple is the most common core. A lot of cue makers use Purple Heart. Purple Heart is a little heavier, a little denser, gives it more of a solid hit. Most of your better break cues, my jump cues, are made with a Purple Heart core. You can feel the difference in that, in the hit between a maple core and a Purple Heart core. There is a big difference. So once I turn the core down to the size I want, then I have to take my square pieces of wood, turn it down to about 1.25 inches, and then drill a hole all the way through it and piece it together and slide it together and then glue it up to make my decorations, my rings, whatever combination you want. I'm pretty particular about making sure that all my grains line up. To me, it adds not only to the beauty, but the flow of the cue. At that point, from there, and I don't think I have a cue here yet, I have just recently gotten an engraver to engrave my logo into the butt of the cue. Another step into the process and cost. So this is with 60 hours into it and $300 worth of materials. That's the reason behind why a good custom cue is going to usually start at $1,000 plus whatever shaft you want to buy. And that's basically what it all boils down to.
Scott, I'm going to jump in here for just a minute. Hello, everybody. Now, I saw you went over a lot of the different types of woods, the grains, the light ones, the dark ones. They all have different weights and different structures. And, I know you can discuss that with your clients really well. But, a lot of people want to touch, feel, see, and pick that piece of wood that's going to work best for their cue.
Absolutely.
So can they come out to your facility, see what you do, see your wood, and set the whole process up with you before that gets started so they know what they're getting?
Great question, and absolutely, and I actually prefer that. That way you get to know what you're getting built for you. I have probably 40 different varieties of wood at my house and almost $10,000 worth of different pieces. We can also discuss the characteristics and what you're going to get with that wood. This piece of wood is ironwood. It's very heavy, very dense. So you have to be careful about how much of it you use because you can overweigh a cue real quickly. Same with the ebony. Then you get into your curly maple is very light. So depending on what you want as a customer, I have cues that I have built that are less than 15 ounces. I have cues that I've built that are up to 22 ounces. I have them in different diameters from like that cue at the end there. That's a very small handled cue for either a female or a male that has smaller hands, up to a fatter, bigger handle for the guys with long fingers or whatever.
Okay, that all sounds really good. And then, so if anyone has any questions or they want to reach out to Scott, below and link to this video, after it's up and we get it all running, you'll be able to see all his information, where to contact him, and he'll be happy to talk to you, answer any questions. No obligation. Just get in touch with him, and you get a feel for what he's doing over there, and you'll see how much you like it, and you'll want to experience, working with Scott and getting one of his custom cues. You have anything else to let these fun people know, Scott?
I hope I see you soon.
All right. You guys have a good day.
Thank you.